All right. Good morning, everybody. Trae Campbell here, coming at you live. Today's date is 4/1/2020. Welcome to the show. Welcome to our live trading session. My name is Trae Campbell. Let me give you a quick introduction. My name is Trae Campbell there on the right. Neal Collenberg on the left there. Together we make up CCS Investment Group live trading portion. So welcome to the rodeo. Welcome to the show. Welcome to this amazing ride that we've been on now since November, maybe even before that of last year. And we've been doing this every single day live. We're so used to doing it live now, it's weird not doing it live. So we appreciate everybody that is following us and that is tuning in to us on a regular basis. We really thank you for your support. We hope that you are getting something out of all this and that we can be some help. Now, going forward, I want you guys to concentrate on a few things today. The fact is, Trump yesterday did not have really great news, and I'll let Neal go into detail about that. But with his morning news, but basically, and I have to say, I've been very, very pleased with this task force and just how informative they've been with the numbers and coming on every day and giving these long interviews and just being there. I think they've done an excellent job with that. So kudos to them for being transparent with us and helping us understand this and digest it. But the news wasn't good yesterday. It was not good. Trump himself was even getting choked up in a way over the numbers that could be, and at a growing pace and things that are just happening around us that aren't really great. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it because we it's just so hard to keep talking about the coronavirus, but I just want you guys to be aware of that. Do we make a comeback today? I don't know. We're sitting right now at a -1 deviation. Sold off all through the night. You could have shorted anywhere in the nighttime and been waking up this morning and think, oh, well, I'm rich. So, just keep that in mind as we go into today. I don't know what they're going to do as far as they're going to try to push this market higher. We do have what I'm looking at right now is a Thursday POC and a 1.5 deviation level, which is sitting right on top of each other, 74.82. So around that area could be a downside target if we do get a sell trigger off the open. But you never know. This thing could launch north if it wanted to. The opens are kind of sporadic in their own nature. So until we do open, we can't really decide what we're going to do. So what we'll do is we'll just take it as it comes, and also take it in consideration that the market could change on a dime. And Neal and I's philosophy is the market can do whatever the market wants to do. We're not in control of the market. Our job is to react to what the market's doing, piggyback off of what the big money is showing, when they show their hands. So, that's kind of our job, is just to locate where that area is and then piggyback off the big dogs, If you are following us on Facebook or you stumbled across us from a different avenue, just remember we are streaming across multiple platforms, so you can jump on from Periscope, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, however you would like. We are there. So with that being said, I'll hand the mic over to Neal. Good morning, Neal. Good morning.
Morning,
Good
man.
morning. Good morning,
How you
Ron.
doing, man?
Good morning.
What's up, Ron? What's up, man? Good morning there. So pretty much the futures are red this morning. We are looking at the S&P 500 currently trading down 84 points. The Nasdaq is down over 200 points. Dow futures are down 720 points. And the Russell 2000 is also down 54 points. So all futures markets are currently red. And Trey kind of touched on that. I think what's happening now is we've got more of that uncertainty going on around the coronavirus, right? Like we're getting some we get the news every single day. Trump comes to the podium 5 o'clock every evening, and he's it's coronavirus task force, and they're talking about the numbers, they're talking about the next steps, and what we want to see done here in the how the next couple of weeks are going to be very painful. And what they're basically looking at is the numbers of infection rates to obviously go up, right? They have like this this peak, right, where they think that we're going to get to. Nobody really knows certain for certain where we're going to be going, but that's their thought. In 2 weeks, we may hit that peak, and then the number of infection rates and deaths go down. But he touched on the fact that and this is just a number out there. I mean, we don't know what the number is going to be, but he touched on like I think it was like 240,000 deaths here in the U.S. Um, which is a substantial amount of people to lose their lives, to this pandemic. So, that's kind of what he touched on yesterday, and I think that's given investors a little bit of an uneasy feeling, right, on what's happening. We did have some numbers come out for the let's see here. Let me just get here. I think I'm on. This is what's today, Wednesday. Wednesday numbers here for why are the numbers not here? We had ADP numbers that came out this morning, and they were I can't even find. Here they are. The 27,000 jobs were cut. So that's the ADP the ADP report. And what was interesting with the report is it was mainly small businesses that had cut their workforces. Mid to large companies, they they actually moved up. They added to their workforce. So I mean, and that is kind of expected, right? Like we know the small companies are going to be hit the hardest. So that's something to just keep in mind. The other thing here for stocks, if anybody's looking for a potential play, look at Macy's, a real cheap stock. They are actually getting they're getting rejected off the S&P 500, so they're being pushed off the S&P 500. Another company is going to be coming on. Probably should want we probably want to know what company that is as well. If you're investing in the stocks, you're going to want to know who's coming in, because that's going to also boost their stock. So Macy's off, and there will be another, because there's always 500. So keep in mind that stock there. And looks like Xerox is another one to watch. Verizon got a conviction buy from Goldman Sachs, so keep them on watch as well. And then Home Depot, I would take a look at as well. So looks like, hold on one second. Um, yeah, so Macy's is being placed on the S&P Small Cap 600. So the S&P Small Cap 600, it's another index that you can trade. Okay, and Carrier Global, which is becoming a publicly traded company as of Friday. It's a spinoff of United Technologies (UTX). It will replace Macy's in the S&P 500. So there you go. That's your replacement company. Carrier Global is your replacement company there. Um, Now, as far as this market goes, I was thinking we were stepping up this morning. Um, but if you look at the longer time frames, we're just down. We're pointed down. We're trending down. Riding the 20-day, moving average down. We're about to, I think within another day or within today, we may have a 20 and 200 cross on the 1 hour chart here on the NQ. So on the hourly chart is looking pretty grim as well. And this is again goes to what I was speaking to yesterday, where I even said I do not think we put in the low that we've seen earlier on the 20th. I still think we have some room to go down. I mean, this is just we're in a grim market. We're in uncharted territories. You know, 2008 was completely different than 2020. 2008 was a financial crisis with the mortgage-backed securities. 2020, we're dealing with a virus. So completely two different things. Where when bailouts worked in 2008, they're not necessarily working here in 2020. I mean, it's just what we're dealing with. I mean, you could pump as much money in the market as you want. Investors are still not, convinced. So, and I'm not convinced, and that's why we trade the markets the way we trade the markets. We look at what's happening, and we go intraday with what it is. We trade technicals more than we trade fundamentals. But we still need to understand what's happening in the world. We need to know where you know where we are. So that's the reason why we still obviously we do the news, we research, we figure out what's going on, what's the market sentiment, how do people feel, you know and then go from there. I even mentioned last night that the volatility index was gonna spike back up, and surely it did. It just after listening to the speech, I said we're going to see more volatility. Okay, and it absolutely is what's happened. Our implied volatility has gone up. We were down at 40, I think it 43%. I think Trey 43, 42% yesterday implied
Yeah,
volatility. We're now
yeah.
back up to 52.
Mm-hmm.
So volatility is back up. It is what it is. I don't want to sound like a downer here, but I mean, it is what it is, and we need to trade it accordingly. So we're gonna look for the best plays possible. um we got less than a minute here to go.
Let's
We're
rock
in
and
the
roll.
red on the countdown here, so we've got another was it 9? I can't even tell, man. My eyes are blurry. 40 seconds here. So 40 seconds.
Let's rock and roll. Let's see what happens. I do feel like we do go down myself to at least
Hmm.
that 74.80 area. That's kind of what I'm looking for. That's got double support there. We got a POC and a deviation level. So um let's see what happens.
And
Rock and
and
roll.
here and here's the other thing too, guys. Before we get going, 4 seconds here.
Neal, you dropped out.
That just sounded weird. I said look for a spike up and then look for a rejection. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
200-day moving average, has been rejected. Look at it.
Yep. Yep.
Rejected, 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 all the way down. So
We also got that
get ready.
200 period moving average now. If it pushes up, let's see if we get a rejection off that 200. I'm
Yep, yep,
probably going to
yep.
short the 200, guys.
Oh, me too, man. Me too. I'm right there
I'm,
with you,
I'm
man.
gonna
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I
put a
was.
stop over the pre-market high, and I'm gonna short the 200 if we can get
Hmm.
up there.
Yeah, I mean, even if we don't get up there, man, we got this line here, this
Yeah,
75, 74 area that's been holding as resistance as well. And we've just been coming up over it and rejecting.
right.
So
Yep,
I'm ready to rock and roll on this one, man.
yep. Here we go. Here we go, guys. All right, I'm short. I'm short. Going to put my stop loss in. Adding.
I'm gonna short it right there.
All right, I'm out. That was the first trade.
Dude, you want to know? You ready for this?
What?
First trade in the books. First trade in the books.
I
Let's
made
peek out of
51.
this one.
$51. I
You
did.
ready?
What,
You ready, Trae? $335.
dude? It's amazing. Yep, I did.
335 right off of that. Right off of that rejection. Right off of that resistance line. Right there, man.
That's awesome, dude.
It was rejecting. That thing was rejecting all morning, man.
Yeah, yeah, and that was a good one because that was a $51 winner for myself. $300 winner for you. I'll show you exactly how mine
Hold on
went,
one sec.
so Ron can see. So I shorted there at the 200. I shorted there. I added. I had my stop loss up here, and then when this thing came back down, I just jumped right back out. Now it's pumping. So looks like we did the right thing by covering. Looks like they are going to try to push this thing off the open here a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we're getting bought up here again. I don't look for this to last long. I don't see this lasting long. Although we do have a lot of accumulation right here. So Ron, there's you a whole lot of accumulation, you know. So this thing could push up. You know, seeing that is a lot of accumulation right there. But I don't believe in this um, bullish activity right here right now. Ugh. Ron, you didn't get stuck in that, did you? That happened really fast. I hope you didn't take that and get stuck. Yeah, I can. There you go. Oh, that's the. Well, hang on. There you go. Oh, shucks, man. It could still come down, though. It looks like it's going to try to break out right now, though. I know that was fast. I know that was fast, Ron. You can see here you can see right here, boom, boom, out. That was just a quick deal. And that happened so fast. I was afraid that would lag by the time you got it, and it would be too late. Oh, it's breaking out now. Ugh, shucks. That's just the way it goes. I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see that it's that buyers are in the market right now. Last thing we want is another kind of limit down or something. So let's if this thing wants to move higher, let's start looking for support plays there off that -1 deviation. Maybe it holds support here, and we can continue to run this thing higher. We're already spiking all the way up to that POC. Yeah, Neal and I were smart to get out exactly when we did. We were dead wrong. But we took the resistance play, We got it in at that 200 and a little ad above the 200, and then we were golden. We got in and got out. So All right, guys. Still waiting on something here to set up. Let's looking at Five Below's website right now. I like Five Below. I think that's a really cool store. That was a good rejection off the Monday POC there. That's just collapsing. I knew it wouldn't last long. We just had to get, let's see if we can hold support here at this -1. If we do, we should get a buy signal in this area. If not, it's just going to keep collapsing. Hopefully, we'll get the sell trigger we're hoping for. Another thing cool about Heiken Ashi is, and I forgot to mention this to you, Neal, if you're listening. Heiken Ashi is really clean about showing rejection levels. So if price comes up in there, these wicks are very much more cleaner. You can see these wicks here versus the actual price. It shows just a really nice rejection off that level, and it just makes it easier to justify the entry. All right, here we go, guys. Let's see what we can do here. Still holding above that -1 deviation at this time. So, that's all right. Got my mic back here. It just randomly cut off. You can see how it swooped in. It's holding support. You see these tails here. That's letting us know that that's a pretty decent little possible support level there if it can hold. So we'll wait and see if it can hold. But it looks like it wants to tear down. But you never know. You never know. You never know with these things. So we're just gonna continue to watch it. Look at that. It looks like it's really trying to hold support right here, guys. Just by the look of the Heikin-Ashi, you can see that it's really trying to hold that. I'm actually going to try something here. I wouldn't advise it for anybody else, but I'm going to try to. What I've done is I've placed a buy stop order above this high. So you can see what I've done there. That's a buy stop, so I'm not in a trade right now. Let me just take this off so you can see my plan here. So I'm in the trade now. First things first, I'll place a stop. And I'll also place my TP right there. So we'll see what happens there. I just wanted that. The reason why I did that was due to, if you look right here, if you look at this Heikin-Ashi, we held that support. Now look at all these wicks coming into the into that area right there. So that's kind of my theory on that. I just added to the position. So now all I'm literally looking for is just a little something here. For a little bit of something. Okay, we're not going to get it. Maybe. Come on. Just trying to get just a little something out of this. Nothing big. Just like a $50, $57 trade. That's it. What I liked about it was, yeah, very good. Yeah, give me a second, okay? Let me finish this trade out. Really don't have much room to go if this thing can hold. Come on. Push. Not looking for much. Just a little bit. Alright, I'm getting a buy trigger right now. If this can actually hold as an engulfing, it did not hold as an engulfing. So we'll see if it can actually do anything. Come on, push. Get up through that 20. It's getting rejected from the 20 right now. Let it come back down into this area. Come on, push down. Let's get another ad here. Alright, so I got that now. Let's see if we can do anything. This accumulation coming in here at this area right here is the only thing that's got me into this trade here. I like that. Those wicks. Now look at those wicks. Really vibrant, very, very visual. Very visual wicks. But getting through that 200 period moving average is going to be key. Oh my goodness. Rejecting the 200 right now. It can't push through. There we go. We're through the 200. Come on, push, push, push. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Just a little further. Okay, now you can see how this trade worked out for me. You can see there I got in on a buy on stop, and then I added at the 200, and then I added right here at the support. So I did 2 adds to my main one, and then took profits right there. And I based that trade off of one thing, and that was look at these wicks right there at that support. You know, those wicks are serious. So that's why I was kind of adding to the position. Now we're getting a buy trigger. Okay, so here's the trade. Let's see. Let's go back in this thing. Okay, if this thing ends, we're getting ready to get a new candle. Let's start. All right, so we're in again. This time we're just gonna go for $30. Just our normal thing. Okay, got that. So now, in a matter of just minutes, we're up $145 now, guys. Because here's the thing. Here's what we did. Let me pull this over so you can see. First trade in the books, right? That was the one that got some of us screwed up, but that was a good trade for me and Neal. This one, add. I bought here, add, took profits. Then we got a signal on our, you were looking at all these wicks on the Heikin-Ashi. We got an arrow to go long. Guess what? I went long right there and took it for $30 more. So that is good. We're on the right track. Up pretty nice. It's not even. It's just barely. We're just 30 minutes into the day. 40 minutes into the day. I'm up $145. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes. But yeah, Heikin-Ashi is very good to give you levels like that right there. You can see it where you can't see it on a normal chart. Look at those Heikin-Ashis. See, I knew that was going to be support. I mean, if you look at all those, look at that. Look at that. I mean, just look at it. I mean, that is just some very good support coming in. Good job, Ron. Getting that money back. One trade at a time. That's the way we do it. One trade at a time.